So let's solve some question and maybe whatever information or whatever inferences you have, try to apply it here. People who have understood the last slide will be able to solve this question in 10 seconds. Minimum value पूछिए, x की value नहीं पूछी. The answer will not be in terms of x, guys. The answer will be some constant value. So I've explained the minimum value will come here. N is odd. So minimum value will come at the middle term. Middle term is basically x minus 7, which means you just put x equals to 7 and solve this to get the minimum value. How do we do it? See, you have odd number of terms, right? You have 5 terms, which means middle term kaun si hogi? Third. 5 plus 1 by 2 is the middle term, which means you have to put x equals to 7 here. Middle term mein jo bhi minus में value, you just put that value. So you have to put x equals to 7. This goes away. This is 3. This is 3, so 6. This is 7 minus 1, 6. This is 7 minus 13, 6. So it is 12. So answer is 18. As simple as that. 5-second question. Clear, everyone? Can we move on? Yes, no? Any doubts? So again, like this was, of course, the basic, very simple question, but then these questions come in mocks and then you just mess up. So next time, these are the questions to be attempted and let's solve this one. It's a chocolate problem. Let's see how many of you can do it. Okay, Ankur, आ जाओ. कैसे किया?
So pattern, like I tried to make it in the same, like x minus x1 plus mod of x minus x2.
Okay.
So last term का अगर constants का sum देखे so 21. Then second and second last का देखे so 21. So mod of x minus 1 plus 3a ऐसा pattern है.
नहीं, मैं समझा नहीं. मतलब तुम क्या निकालना चाह रहे हो अंकुर यहाँ पे?
मतलब मेरे को मिनिमम वैल्यू निकालना, राइट? एंड वी लर्नड कि अगर मॉड ऑफ x minus x1 प्लस मॉड ऑफ x minus x2.
मिनिमम वैल्यू निकालनी है तुमको. क्वेश्चन पढ़ो दोबारा, प्लीज रीड द क्वेश्चन.
How many values of x fx will be minimum, right?
So you have to calculate how many values of x are possible, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Go on now. So you're saying that this sum is constant, first and last one, like this?
Constant का term, the constant terms का sum. 19 plus 3, then
correct. So, but how is this constant? Because see, this is 18, right? Here it will be 18. So it is same as saying mod of x minus 0 plus mod of x minus minus 3, right? In the same term as we used to see. Till mod of x minus minus 18 and so on and so forth. Now what you're saying, Ankur?
I was trying to make a pattern. Like, I think I did it wrong. I understood it.
But no, Priyanshu, I think your answers are also wrong. See, what is it that we have learned in the last slide, Ankur? What was
the mod?
Yeah.
So x minus 1 plus mod of x minus x2 ऐसा है, तो minimum will be the middle term.
That is when n is odd, right?
Yeah.
ठीक है. So यहाँ पे n कितना है? Like how many terms are there? 8 terms are there, right? Which means minimum कहाँ पे होगा?
6th and 7th के बीच में. Sorry, 4th and 5th के बीच में.
ठीक है. 4th term क्या है यहाँ पे?
2, 3, 9x mod x plus 9.
ठीक है. And 5th term क्या है?
x plus 12.
ठीक है. Which means minimum के लिए range क्या होगी? Like what is the range of x?
9 से 12.
Is it 9 or 12 or Is it -9 and -12? What was the general term?
Yeah, -9 to -12.
This, right? So, and it is given that x is an integer. So how many values are possible?
2, 10, 11.
Are you sure? Equality also holds true, right?
But love equality, not sure, like equal लेंगे कि नहीं. So I'm not counting those.
Okay, it will be true. Like, I think Vishwajit has asked the same question and I've clarified that it will be always equality, which means, see, whether you put x equals to -12 here, or you put x equals to 9, or you put x equals to -10, or you put x equals to -11 in this expression, you will get the minimum. So answer has to be 4. Also, the way in which you can visualize this is nothing but distance from -9 and -12. So whether you take the point here or like anywhere in between this, the distance will always be minimum. Because what you're doing is, when you're standing here at -9, distance is nothing but 3. If you're standing here, distance is nothing but 3. If you're standing, say here, you're saying this is something, and if this is x, this has to be 3 minus x. So sum will again be 3. So it is anywhere between -9 to -12, including them. So I have 4 values here: -12, -11, -10, and -9. And these 4 values of x, you will have minimum. And questions can also ask you to find the sum of all of those integral values of x. So then you just do, its average is -10.5 into 4. So -21 and -42 will be the sum. Or you can say -12 plus -9 is -21 into 2 -42. So like there can be multiple variations here, but the concept remains same.
So shouldn't it be how many integral values of x?
No, it shouldn't be, because I've already mentioned x is an integer.
Okay. Sorry.
Yes, answer is 4. So let's see the next question. So now I think concept-wise variations type we have covered. Now we'll just solve some mixed concepts. See, what is given to you is, if you just read the option here, it's asked that curves kitni baar intersect karenge, 0, 1, 2 or 3. Which means curves are intersecting, which means values of y must be same. So what you will do is x cube plus x square plus 5 is equals to x square plus x plus 5. Just equated, 5 will get cancelled, x square will get cancelled. So x cube is equals to x, which is nothing but x cube minus x is 0. To take x common, x square minus 1 is 0, which is same as this. So I can have 3 values of x, which can be -1, 0 and +1. Now it is given to you in the question is that x lies from -2 to -2. So yes, all of these 3 values lie in my range. So answer has to be D. Shantika, everyone, I don't know why most of you are saying B. It's wrong, guys. Answer is D. It was very easy question. So moving further, let's solve this question. Let's see. So again, matlab, I know like most of you must have gotten blank here. What is it that you have to do? Because it looks like a dead end, and that is where the visualization comes into picture. See, f of x minus 3 is given to you, and f of x minus 4 is given to you, and then you have to find the value of p minus q. So just by visualization, you see that, okay, these two functions are essentially same, right? So one thing is, you just make x minus 3 term here, or you make x minus 4 term here, or you just do something. That is one value that you just make fx here, and then equate them and then solve it. But what can be a faster value? You know that if f of x minus 3 is this, then what is f of 0 from here? You just have to put x equals to 3. So if you put x equals to 3 here, this is nothing but 3 cube, which is 27 into 2, 54 plus p minus 3 cube. And if you put x equals to say 2 or minus 2 here, you again get f of 0. And both of these f of 0 must be same. So let's put x equals to 2 here. This is 4 minus 8 cube plus 6p, right? Now if you just observe, this is minus 3 cube. This is minus 8 cube. So 8 cube will come here. This is 5 cube, right? Plus 54 is equals to 4 plus 5p, which means p minus q is nothing but 10. Option B. So again, a question which can be solved very easily if you happen to visualize the pattern. Okay. Next question. I think we have already done this question, but yes, still I'll give you some minute. See. Here A is nothing but B plus C into R. B is nothing but A plus C into R. C is nothing but B plus A into R. And then the very obvious thing that you see is you just add all the three expressions. It is nothing but A plus B plus C is equals to twice of A plus B plus C into R, right? Which means one way is you just cancel them and then you say R is equal to 1 by 2, which I think most of you have done and marked the answer. But again, you can only cancel the terms when they are non-zero, which means if A plus B plus C is equals to 0, then again this condition holds true, right? 0 is equals to 0. So then it does not matter what is the value of R, it will always hold. So now let's take this case when A plus B plus C is equals to 0. Which basically means B plus A will be what? This is nothing but minus A. A plus C will be minus B. B plus C will be minus A. Which means R का value कितना हो जाएगा? C by minus C, which is minus 1. So you can again have another value of R that is minus 1. So answer has to be not A but C, because there are two possible values. Next question. Again, I think this question has been discussed multiple times. But let's see who can solve it. It's not a lengthy question. You just have to keep iterating things until you get a pattern. Okay, let's solve this question. Answer is D. Yes. Let's solve. So see what is given to us. F of x is equals to f of x plus 1 plus f of x minus 1. So here you keep on iterating this until you basically get this pattern. So you put x equals to x plus 1. So f of x plus 1 is nothing but f of x plus 2 plus f of x, right? Then again, yes, correct. This is what it will be, right? Which means if you have fx here, you have f of x minus 1 here, and then you have f of x plus 1. So you know the value of f of x minus f of x minus 1, right? So from here, you can say fx minus f of x plus 1 is nothing but f of x minus 1, right? And then you will try to substitute that value here, and you will get f of x plus 2 is nothing but fx minus 1 minus fx. X plus 1 minus fx, so this is nothing but minus of f of x minus 1, right? So now you just bring it to the plus to the left hand side, it is plus equals to 0. Now you want it in this expression, you just put x equals to x plus 1. So this is f of x plus 3 plus f of x is equals to 0. So the value of a must be 3. Very simple, just substituting the values and getting the pattern that we wanted. See, these are the questions which are doable, like easy ones, shouldn't take much time, but and again they follow the same pattern. You just have to keep on putting the value of x as x plus 1 unless you get the desired result. So moving further, next question. Please solve this. Okay, answer is D. Let's see how it is D. See, which of the functions are identical? When we talk about identical, it means that domain range, everything has to be same. Which means the domain of first is what? X is not equals to 0. Domain of second is what? X is greater than 0. and domain of third is what? R, which means although you can resolve this and say x, but this only holds true when x is not equals to 0. Again, this is x only when x is positive, and this is x. So these three terms are identical only when x is greater than 0, not otherwise, which means they are unidentical. They are not identical functions in the current state. Is everyone clear with this? What do we mean by identical? The domain must also be same. Next question. Done. So let's see. Answer is 1. But then let's see whether you have applied the right concept or not. See, what you do is you just put the value of b equals to 1 here. So you get f of a is equals to f of a into f of 1, right? So some of you have just cancelled this and said f of 1 is equals to 1. Not a correct answer. Like answer is correct, but not the right method. The right method is you just take f of a equals to 0 or f of 1 is equals to 1. Right? This equation holds true when either f of a is 0 or f of 1 is 1. So when f of 1 is 1, you already have the answer. Okay, this is one of the answers. When f of a is 0, it basically means that fx is a constant function because the value of a is not defined, and it says that it is a constant function where all the values of a of function is 0, which means if you put a equals to 1, the value of function can be 0. If you put a equals to 1, this is f of 1 is 0. So f of 1 can be either 0 or 1. Because they've asked me the largest possible value, answer has to be 1. Moving on to the next question, let's solve this. Very tricky question, very tricky. Shantika, no. Pawan, very good. Kishan, very good. Abhishek, very good. Kiran, very good. Time up. So let's see. Again, when you're stuck in the question, just keep on assuming the function and move on. That's the thumb rule. So for any positive integer n, this is given. Fn is equals to f of n plus 1 if n is given, and this is when n is odd. If m is a positive integer and this happens, then m equals. Nothing is given to me in the question. I will definitely start by making two cases when m is odd, and second will be when m is even. Right? When m is odd, what happens? When m is odd, then fn is equals to n plus 3. Right? So when m is odd, m plus 1 is even. So f of even function will be n into m plus 1. So this will be nothing but m plus 1 into m plus 2. Right? This is what happens. And fm, m is odd, so f of m will be m plus 3. M plus 3 is equals to 2. And when m is even, this will be odd. If this is odd, it has to be n plus 3. So this is nothing but m plus 4 minus m is even. So fm will be m into m plus 1. M into m plus 1 equals to 0. Is everyone clear with this? I've simply made two expressions because there could be two possible cases. Vishal, your answer is wrong. And yes. So now it's simple calculation and then validating that whether this validates here or not. And that's it. So it is 8 of m square plus 3m plus 2 minus m plus 3 is equals to 2. This is 8m square, 24 minus 1 is 23m, 16 plus 3, 16 plus 1 is 17. Is equals to 0. This is what the expression you get, right? Let me know if I'm making any sort of calculation error here, guys. Sorry.
Sir, you have.
Yeah. Okay, I think this should be m plus 3 in bracket, right? Sorry for that. So this is minus 5. So 16 minus 5 will be 11 here. So this is the expression that you get. And this clearly does not have any integral solutions. You can just try to factorize this. You will not be able to do it. And because it is a positive integer, you will not have any root here. Let's move on to the next thing. This is nothing but m square plus m is minus 7m minus 32 is equals to 0. Correct. 30 over 30 kaise hoga? Because this is equals to 2. My bad, this is not equals to 0, this is equals to 2 as per the question. So 32 nahi hoga ye. It will be 30. Very good. It's just simple factorization, nothing much. So this is 10 and 7. So m minus 10 and m plus 3 is the factor which satisfies. So m can be 10 or minus 3. Minus 3 is not possible because m is an even and a positive integer. So the only possible value of m is 10 and hence the answer is nothing but 10. So yeah, I think that's pretty much about today. This is the question that I'm giving you as homework. Okay, maybe what I'll do is I'll give you some questions and homework so that you can discuss, like you can solve it and then we can discuss it next time. So please note down this question. It's a homework. It is a very difficult, very good question. Not difficult, but a very good question. Okay. You can also take a screenshot or something so that you just have it. And the second homework question is this. Okay, so this is the next question as a homework. Next question is this. If you want, you can also share it in your group so that only in the PrepZone groups. This content should not go outside, else you'll be debarred from the next sessions. So make sure you do not share this content or questions with anyone else except the batchmates. Previous is this. Maybe you can ask others who have taken a screenshot or something. They can share. This is the second question, which is the homework. Third is this. Fourth question is this. I'm giving you as homework so that we don't waste our time. You just attempt this. If you're not able to do it, absolutely fine. We'll solve it together. Okay? Noted, everyone? Next question is, and these are really classy problems. But you're solving it, guys. Make sure you don't spend more than 3 minutes per question. That is the timeline to be followed. Noted? Next question. Maybe what I'll just give you all the questions for the next session so that we can have the session quickly. Is this noted? And I would request if you can share it with others who are not able to note down. This is the next question. Don't be afraid of the size of the question. These are really good questions, guys. So I think you'll have a good time in solving these. Good. Next is this. Again, there is no new concept. You already know everything that needs to be taught. It's just different variations. Next is this. Next is this. Cat question, in fact. So don't try to write it down.
Previous one for a second.
Okay, this is the next question. Next question is this. I'll probably give you 15 questions in Google. Next is this. And do not waste your time. I'm repeating myself. Question nahi ho raha, chhod dena. These are really classy problems. So only spend 2 to 3 minutes per question. Nahi ho raha, leave it. We will solve it in the class. And keep doing your other work. Ye mat bolna sir, because of these questions, you are not able to do anything else. So don't take it on your ego. छोड़ देना नहीं हो तो. ठीक है? Next question. Every question is different in itself. Next question. I'm sure none of these questions are obvious कि तुम अभी solve कर सको. So solve it in a fresh mood. ऐसा नहीं कि session खत्म हो गए लग गए question solve करने. Don't do it. Advanced है. I'm repeating again. Next question. By the way, you will have almost 2 weeks to solve this, so don't be in a hurry. This session heavy ho raha hai. Hence, I'm giving you questions so that you don't. Okay, that's it. Graphs, hum log. Graphs, naya topic aa gaya. So that's pretty much. Done, guys. Okay. Have a good Sunday. Have a good evening. And try not to take mock now because it's a long class. You might want to chill out a bit, go out, watch some TV, and then chill, and then sit for studies later on after 2 hours.